6:25 this morning, and we're talking about a topic that has proven to be controversial in the past. That's homosexuality. And this morning, a new twist: the American Psychological Association has a new regulation that's added some controversy.
Interesting fuel to an already hot fire. We're joined now by our KTBB host, AM FM and FM dial, Garth Mayer. Good morning to you, Garth.
Hey, good morning, Bob. Good morning, Charlotte. Yeah, states are having to deal with it. Civil union, same-sex marriage, entertainment industry far too often portrays it as normal. What do you think about it? The American Psychological Association has adopted a resolution a little earlier this month that urged mental health professionals to avoid telling homosexual clients that they can change their sexual orientation through therapy. The American Psychological Association evidently says that mental health professionals should avoid sexual orientation treatments that portray gays as a developmental disorder or a mental illness. In fact, the APA doesn't feel it's useful at all to represent homosexuality as an abnormal behavior. Now, a gender analyst with Focus on the Family, that's a Christian-based organization, says the American Psychological Association bases their guidelines on the false premise that homosexuality is normal. Now, evidently, the American Psychological Association affirms that same-sex sexual and romantic attractions, feelings, and behaviors are normal and positive variations of human sexuality. The question is, what do you think? 593-5822. Do you think homosexuality is normal behavior?
No, I don't think homosexuality is normal. If it was normal, they wouldn't have tried to hide it in a closet for so long. I mean, if you're ashamed of something, I mean, why not just come out from the beginning?
Well, I studied and got a bachelor's degree in psychology at UT Tyler, and I looked at the research 10 years ago with the very question, are you born with homosexual tendencies or not? And 100% of the research indicated that it is an environmental influence from parental factors. And the same thing with dyslexia. It is an environmental thing. The same thing with anorexia. You're not born with it. It is not normal behavior. It is environmental influences.
Homosexuality is not a state of being. It's not a person. It's a sexual act. Okay? It is not normal. There's nothing that can be produced from the sexual act.
I'm not gay. Okay? I have a few gay friends. I have a few lesbian friends. I have a lot more lesbian friends than I do male. But why can't you just leave people alone? I mean, besides what I saw on TV, love is in the marriage. You know, love has nothing to do with male or female or.
No, it's not normal behavior. Normal behavior would be something that would keep the human species going, which would be male and female. Two males, two females cannot do this, so no, it's not normal.
Well, the problem with the question is that normal is always defined by society, but it's obviously not natural and couldn't continue if nature were left to do what it does.
Curiosity may be normal, but there's, you know, you have to learn to address those things. If you're curious about robbing the bank, you're going to go to jail. If you're curious about jumping out of a plane with no parachute, you're going to die. You learn to control those curiosities and get on with your life.
Is homosexuality normal? I guess you would have to start off by defining normal. Normal according to this world, in this day and time, I guess you'd have to say yes. But normal according to the scriptures of truth and the way Almighty God looks at it, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's a subject that you can't necessarily avoid in any form or fashion in this day and age. Various denominations, churches are having to deal with it, even ordained gay ministers, some ministers marrying gay couples. States are having to deal with it, civil unions, same-sex marriages, too many television shows, and obviously in the theater, all portraying homosexuality as normal. To some people it's very acceptable, to some it is not. Again, resetting the foundation of the question here, the American Psychological Association is adopting a resolution that says that mental health professionals should avoid telling homosexual clients they can change their sexual orientation. In fact, they urge them not to represent homosexuality as abnormal behavior, and they should avoid sexual orientation treatments that portray it as a developmental disorder or a mental illness. Now, they're affirming that the same-sex sexual or romantic attractions, feelings, and behaviors are normal and positive variations of human sexuality. But our question is, to you. No politicians, pundits, or filters. What do you think? 593-5822. Do you think homosexuality is a normal behavior? Is it a lifestyle of normal attractions, feelings, or romance? Or is it abnormal? 593-5822. Interesting comments this morning.
And I wonder if the APA is this is maybe a step by the APA to maybe force people to accept behaviors that they maybe once found objectionable. And I think that also it was a very interesting comment from one of the last callers there, Garth, that said, what is normal these days anyways anymore?
Yeah, that's right. Do you use society to establish what is normal because trends continue to change? And that's a lot of comments that we've received this morning. Well, what is normal? If it continues to change and society says is acceptable, is that normal? So we're asking you basically, is it a lifestyle of normal attractions, feelings, and romance? The American Psychological Association evidently says it is normal and positive behavior. Gender issues analyst for Focus on the Family, Christian-based organization, says absolutely it is not normal. What do you think? 593-5822. Is it normal behavior, homosexuality? Interesting. Love to have your feedback this morning. You're welcome in at 593-5822. And again, the basis here, you don't have to state your name, even where you're calling from. You just say it, we play it. Pretty simple.
All right, Garth, and we'll hear some viewer comments on our website, KETK-NBC56.com later this morning. Nice talking to you, Garth. See you bright and early tomorrow morning.
We'll do it.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
It is